キュイさん、こんにちは。
あ、キュイさん、こんにちは。もう、すぐにクリアしちゃう、このゲーム。ほんで今日はバイトに行ってくる。
Or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
いやー、
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than
30分ぐ
starting
らいで
up.
いけたらな。
If you're not ready
いい
for
んやけ
that,
ど。
like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
おいし
Feel
ょ。
free to go away and come back.
おいしょ。
I'll be here.
おいしょ。おいしょ。あ、ミスったミスった。
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the
ダメな
game.
んだ。
Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always,
あ
even your
ー、
mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games
キ
are
ュイ
rough
さん、ク
assemblages
リア
of
するま
found
で終われない
objects.
って本当ですか？
いや、クリアするまで終われないけど、クリアしちゃうから、俺。多分。そんな難しくないから、このゲーム。まあ、俺何回もやってるしね。なんか重いな。
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're
あ、
often
本当
too
にすぐ
rough
クリア
and
しちゃうから。
unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built
俺
more
最
for
高
the joy
15
of
分くらいや
building
からね、
them
これ。
than as polished products.
あ、ダメ
In
だ
a。certain way, sexy hiking is the perfect embodiment
いや、
of
あ
B
る
game.
よ。だって、
It's built almost entirely out
もう
of found and
14
recycled
回ぐらいはク
parts,
リアしてっか
and
ら。
it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
ねえ。
In it, your task is simply to drag
こ
yourself
こ
up
が
a
地味
mountain
む
with
ず
a
なんだ
head.
よな。
And that act of climbing,
どうい
in
く
the
んだっ
digital
け？
world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
あ、いけたいけ
No
た。
amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery.
あ
And
れ
the
だ。
player is
簡単なきゃ。
constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing
Quick.
everything. Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over.
ぴょん。
And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense,
登ってくれ。
every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real. The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder.
よし、慣れてきたぞ。
Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
おい。
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas.
これ肩
And
凝
that
る
can
ん
be
だよ
like working
な。
with quickset
あんま
cement.
り力入れてる
You
と。
mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
ほいほい。
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash.
で、ここ
I don't mean they
で、
look bad or that they're badly
ショー
made,
トカット
although a lot
が
of them are.
できるんやけど、
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A
ここは
monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
さん、めっちゃナレーションうるさいですね。
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
音でかいかな。
When games were new, they wanted a
あ
lot
ばばばば。
ずっと喋ってる。
taunting,
ずっと喋ってんよ。
setting and delaying you. Players played
ここな
stoic.
んだよ。
Now
一番む
everyone's
ずいの
turned
は。
off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for
待
the
って待って待って待って
fit,
待って
tricks for the clicks of the
待って
feckless.
待っていいか。
But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
で、
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch.
バカ
While some dude with 10 million views does it for
9
you.
さん、ゲー
Like
ム
a baby
音は良
bird
い感
being
じで
fed
す。
chewed
あ
up
あ、マ
food.
ジでよかったよ。
That's culture too.
いやー、きついわー。あそこ
But
なん
on
だ
the
よ
off chance that
な
you're。playing this,
重い
what I'm
重い。
saying
ゲー
is
ムが重い。
trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't.
なんかクオリティみたいなの下げるか。悪くていいんだよな。重いぞ。重い。OK。再
You
開。
have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far.
これで
Feeling
軽くなった。
frustrated. It's underrated.
待って。待って。
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's
うん、
grapefruit.
軽くなったな、めっ
It's
ちゃ。
licorice.
やっぱ重かったのか。おい、バカ。お、うん。ふん。ふん、ふん。ふん。ふん。よし。はあ。うん。よいしょ。うん。ここ地味に落ちるからな。よし。うん。ここっすね。もうちょい左か。はい。うまいな。待って待って。よし。で、こういって、 しよしよし。まあいい感じで来てる。で。おバカオが。ここに乗って、よし、で、引っかかってるぞ、ハンマーが。で、よし。ここなんだよな、ちょっと難しいのが。ここマジでね、ちょっとね、イメージが湧かないんだよ。バカバカ。危ない危ない。これどういく？あそこの、ちょっと出っ張ってるところに引っ掛けたいんだけど。乗れんのかこれ。何もしなかったら。で、乗れる？もしかして。乗れないか。いけ！よし。ここまで行ったら大丈夫。もう
It
クリア
feels
だ
like we're
な。
closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have
はい。
refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
いいお湯。
9、3、サクサクだ。
サクサクだよ、これ。簡単簡単。で、ここに乗って、ぴょんと。よし。もうクリアやな。早い。ぴょん。ぴょん。おー、ちょっと。
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much.
Yeah.
Every wisecrack, every insensitivity,
ミスった。
every setback
ミ
you've
スった
forgiven
な。
me is
やば
a
いやばい。
kingly
よし
gift
よしよし
that
よし
you've
よ
given me.
し。ここでしょ。ここに乗るでしょ。ポン。あらあらあら。あれ難しいな。地味むずや。よし。ぴょん。ぴょん。よし。危ない。バカバカバカ。いくな。よし。早くね？うん。だいぶ早い。で、
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An
ちょっとこ
obdurate
この場
mission
所はま
to
ずいっす
taste defeat.
よ。
You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
これ真上に飛んだらいけんのかな。いつものやり方でいいか。んで、こう行って、どういったんだっけな。あ、ここかけて、次でいけるかな。はい、うまいっすね。お、バカバカ。あら。下手くそだったわ。いやー、うまくいってたのに。難しい。乗せんの。止まってほしいんだけど。このまま真上ジャンプで行ってみようかな。あー、むずい。
9-3、やっぱりここが結構難所なんですね。
そうね。ここはまずハンマーここに引っ掛けるのが普通にむずいっていう。で、よし。いいポジション。いいポジショニング。次で行きましょう。うん。はい。いや、うまいんだけどな、俺ここ。ここだよね。バカ。あー、ちょっと、あとちょいなんだけど。むずいな。うまい。ここ飲んのめっちゃうまいな、でも。ここからあっちに飛ぶだけなんだけど。で、飛ぶだけだよな。ふっ。うん。うん、ちょっとむずい。これどうやって言ったらいいんだろう。これで合ってると思うんだけど。やべえ。いけねえ。ちょっと待って。ここに一回、壺を置いて、あ、こっち来ちゃった。ここに乗ればいいんじゃない？いや、ちょっと難しい。ここに乗って、ここに乗って、飛べばいいんよ。これ。で、あとは乗りでゴールと。
9-3、
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer?
雪山終わ
I
り。
think not.
終わってし
Where
ま
your
ったな、
hand
この
moves,
ゲ
the
ーム。
hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the
サク
man's
サクゲ
hand.
ームだったわ。
In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent. Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms,
お、バカ。
the
バ
chalk,
カ
and
か
victory.
やったー
And the factory,
9、3、もう
playground,
実質クリア
construction
だ。
site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside.
クリアだったのに。
You've
ク
learned to
リアだっ
hike.
たのに。
There's nowhere left to
Yeah.
go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say,
いや
I'm
だ。
glad you came.
あー、なんで。なんで。クリアだっ
9、
たのに。
3と思ったら、わら。
クリアだったのに。クリア。お。やばい。登れんぞ。マジでもうクリアだったじゃん。おい、マジで。頼む。やばい、肩に力が。ここに乗れるんですよね。ここも乗れると。実は、これ、溝があるんですよね。この氷の壁。おだ、ここに引っ掛けて。よし。行ってくれ。マウス。よし。ああ。ゆっくりね。ゆっくり。お、バカ、さっきもやったぞ、お前
Oh,
これ。
you just lost a lot
よし
of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
で、もうここまで来れば終わりなんだけどね。待って。あれ、ちょっとあとちょっとなのに。はい、終わり。
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came
Ah,
this
anda.
far. I give
Already
it to you
miscontas.
with all my love.
上に行け。上に行くんだ。ぴょーん。
9、3、本当にすぐだった。
はい、クリア。まあ、こんなもんなんすよね。ああっさり終わってしまった。何分やった？まあ全然やってねえ。うん。意外とスタッフロールが長い。
カスチーズさん、こんにちは。あれクリア？
うん、クリアした。終わっちゃったよ、もう。本当に速攻で終わったわ。さあ、何分でしょう。23分4秒。ということで、ウィンズ14か。まあでも、今回14回目ってことかな。イエーイ。どうしよう。終わってしまった。まあちょっと、クリアしたら終わる予定だったんで、ちょっと早いけど、これで終わります。では、
カスチーズさん、なんだと。
なんだと。カスチーズはさっき来たばっかなのにね。
ケイさん、お疲れ様でした。
ではでは、お疲れ様でした。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
カスチーズさん、お疲れ様でした。